Hello friends, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I have the most wonkiest looking toast I've ever made. Like, it's crooked and then one piece of it is kind of hanging off. I don't know what the deal is, but whatever. I am having my usual, which has been a very recent usual. It is just some vegan butter, which I use the Miyoko's oat milk butter with a hint of sea salt. And then the jam is from a company called Stonewall Kitchen. I find them at our local grocery store, which is Wegmans, and there's sort of like a whole wall full of these really pretty looking jars full of jams and spreads and stuff like that. And yeah, this one is the wild Maine blueberry, or Maine wild blueberry, something like that. I'm not sure what's going on, but my last two videos have been sort of doing really well, at least in comparison to like all of my other videos. So thank you so much if you are new here, welcome, and I hope you stick around. I've got a lot of really good eats for you. It's gonna be a good time. It's always a good time here. Oh, I forgot to mention that I always have like a giant glass of water every time I have my breakfast, and I usually have vitamins as well, but I finished all of my vitamins and my new shipment didn't come in yet, so no vitamins for me today. Hello again. I am very excited to report that I am going to be having coffee today. For the past few videos, I have not been having coffee, and honestly, I haven't had coffee at home in a really long time, just because I've been swapping that out with a green drink, which I can show you here. It's this green drink. It is from Amazing Grass. It's a greens blend. If you've been part of the channel, you know that I've been using that for a really long time. But I forgot to pick up milk, and I don't have enough in this little container here to make a full glass. I'm just gonna make coffee instead. Why not? I have a tiny bit of oat milk. Might as well use that for the coffee instead. So I've already brewed my coffee. I use a French press. And I can't actually remember. Oh, I think the brand of coffee that I went with this time is the Death Wish coffee. The packaging just looked really cool, and even though it was extremely expensive, it is delicious and it is very strong. I have it in my Ember mug. Haven't used this in so long. Oh my gosh, very excited. And then the milk that I have, the tiny bit of milk that I have, is from Malk. It is the original oat milk. And you definitely have to shake this well, because I definitely see this one settle a lot. I think I have enough for at least 1 or 2 more coffees this week, so I'm very excited. There it is, just regular drip coffee with a splash of oat milk. I don't know if I asked this before, but are you a coffee or tea person? I feel like those who have commented on my videos in the past have told me that they're coffee people. But let me know in the comments, especially the new people that have just recently joined. Oh, I also wanted to show you some of these mugs that I just recently got. I haven't been able to share them in any of these videos because I haven't been making coffee, but now's the time. So, even though I am not using them right now, I got a bunch of like really gorgeous mugs from kind of a local pottery shop. They're not really local. They're actually like an hour drive away. So it's kind of a road trip, but I thought it was absolutely worth it. At least supporting a pottery shop that is somewhat local. And the shop is called Frenchtown Pottery. So it's located in Frenchtown. And just look at the design on this. The owners are super kind. I think there was just one owner there when we went to go buy these. And he was super nice. He was explaining all of the designs and the way that they created each individual mug in different ways. And I just thought that was so special. I had to leave with a bunch of them. Like, I paid a pretty penny for all of these mugs, but so worth it, especially the story that goes behind it. So those are 2. And then I got some travel mugs, which I'm super excited to use like on the weekends whenever we get coffee out. And yeah, this one is mine. It has like a silicone top, and it's gorgeous. I love the brown, of course. And the bottom has a different texture. I think it's like a heat resistant bottom or something like that. And this is also silicone. Love this one so much. And then this one is Ian's. His is super unique because it has a handle. I thought like if somebody's gonna leave here with a travel mug, somebody's gotta leave here with the one that has a handle. So he picked the one with the handle. Again, silicone top. I love that this one actually looks like a regular cup once you take the top off. So like he can have this at home and it just looks like a regular mug. But with the top, it makes it super cool so that we could just like plop it into the cup holder in the car and he could just hold it by the handle, which is awesome. Anyway, just nerding out about a bunch of mugs. Again, this place is Frenchtown Pottery. Purchased all of these, drove an hour just to go visit, and it is in the cutest little town ever. It's Frenchtown, of course, and yeah, the town reminded me of Woodstock, so definitely a place that I would probably go back again. And yeah, I'm done nerding out. I am going to enjoy my coffee and I'll check back in with you probably at lunch. Hello again, friends. It is lunchtime. Very excited to eat. I don't know what's going on with me these past few days, but it's been like a solid week where I just am hungry all the time and I'm just craving all the good foods constantly. So needless to say, I'm very excited for lunch, and I kind of have an oldie but goodie kind of meal here today. It is something that I have shown on the channel before, but I have not gotten it in a while. It is takeout. I order takeout quite often over the weekends, and then I always end up having like leftovers to have for lunch throughout the week, which is fun. And today is one of those days. So yeah, like I said, it's something that I've had before. It's essentially a chicken Caesar wrap, vegan of course, and that's this right here, and then a side of fries. When I order this on the weekend, it's like double the amount and it's just too much for me. So it is the perfect portion for a lunchtime meal. And I kind of do like this hack. I've talked about this hack so often on the channel, so you can go back to some of the videos and check it out. It basically makes the fries get crispy again. It reheats any sandwiches or wraps by like heating up everything on the inside, but not letting it stay soggy, which is especially helpful for something that's like a wrap. Logan is like super hyper, and so there it is. And I always make a sauce to go with my fries, like a dipping sauce. My go-to is always vegan mayo, ketchup, and then I put a little bit of seasonings in it. Today I put some smoked paprika and black pepper. Can you hear Logan? He's like running for his life through all the rooms. Sorry about that. But yeah, dipping sauce, fries, wrap. I don't know if you can tell, but I kind of left it in the oven a little bit too long because I was on a phone call, so that was my bad. I don't know what it is. Maybe something that has been reintroduced to me, but smoked paprika. I'm sure I've had smoked paprika before in the past, but this smoked paprika is so good. It gives everything like a meaty taste to it. And it's sort of that taste where you're like, I have no idea what that is, but it has a meaty taste. And it's smoked paprika. It's so different than regular paprika. I know this wrap is gonna be extremely messy, so I won't eat it in front of you, but I'll give you a really close up here so you can see just how delicious this is. I'm not sure what meat they use, the chicken. Pretty sure it's Gardein. Ian thinks that it's Gardein. And then they like load it up with lettuce. They say that they use a homemade, wait, is it homemade? They say it's a cashew based Caesar dressing. I don't know if it's homemade or not, but it's so good. And I'm literally addicted to this dish that I order it constantly whenever I go to this place. By the way, if you're ever interested, I don't know where you guys are all from, but if you're ever interested in like visiting places on the East Coast of the US, I always write down the name of the restaurants that I talk about in each of my videos. So there you have it. I will talk to you later. I'm going to stuff my face with this delicious wrap, and I'll check back in with you a little bit later whenever I have a snack, dinner, whatever it may be. Hello again. Like I said, I'm just unusually hungry these days, so I want a snack. And it just so happens that this is gonna be a taste test for something that is super brand new. It is from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's just released a bunch of like new items, spring items and stuff like that. And of course there were some vegan options. I didn't pick up everything because the Trader Joe's that I went to didn't have everything that was released, but at the cash register, this was sitting right there, and then I found out this is like brand new. This is one of those newly released items. It is an oat chocolate bar, or oat chocolate bars. I'm assuming there's more than one in here. And I just love how tiny it is. This is like the perfect little snack, especially if there's like more than one in here. This is gonna be perfect. It says a smooth and creamy texture without the milk. I will say I have tried almond milk chocolate before and I really liked it. And I think it was actually from Trader Joe's as well. So, of course, oat milk is way creamier, so I'm assuming this is gonna be really good. Oh my goodness! It is so cute! It's like the size of my palm. It's so cute! I love this so much, you have no idea. Looks like there are 4 pieces. Looks really good, smells really good. It smells like chocolate. It smells like dark chocolate, honestly. So, let's give it a go. Okay. I have thoughts. Sometimes I have an issue with these bars, these chocolate bars, that kind of like market themselves as being really creamy, like milk chocolate. And I don't know, I guess because having grown up on milk chocolate and milk chocolate being like one of my former favorite kinds of chocolates, I associate something with milk chocolate. But this to me tastes a little bit more on the dark chocolate side than anything else. But I will say, it is creamy. Like when you bite into it, you think, oh, this actually tastes like dark chocolate, which is why I was hesitant for a second. But as you continue to eat it, it is actually really creamy and so much more creamier in comparison to like an almond milk chocolate. It is really smooth. It is really creamy. It doesn't taste like milk chocolate. And you know what? Honestly, it doesn't say that it's gonna taste like milk chocolate. So, you know, expectations shouldn't be set here. But it is really smooth and creamy and it is delicious. I think I like it the more that I continue to... Something just really freaked me out. It's like the reflection in the sink. Anyway, as I continue to eat this, I really, really enjoy it. So, I'm gonna have another piece. And I do recommend. Hello friends, I am back to tell you all about dinner. I am excited for tonight's dinner, mostly because I have a bunch of snap peas in the fridge that I am desperately trying to finish up. I actually think this was mentioned in last week's video. It's the same snap peas. I accidentally bought a family size bag of snap peas and I've just been trying to go through them as quickly as possible. So what I'm gonna be making for dinner is a spicy peanut udon noodle with snap peas and a vegan beef crumble. So the udon noodles that I'm going to be using, they're from Wegmans. They are the frozen kind, and I'm pretty sure the frozen udon noodles are the best ones to go with. I just feel like I can't find a dry udon noodle that actually tastes good, but this one is pretty good, and it's Wegmans brand, so it was a happy surprise finding these and them tasting good. And then, like I said, I'm going to make this whole entire container of snap peas just to get rid of them. This is the last bit of it. And then the beef crumble that I'm going with is, again, another Wegmans brand. What I love so much about Wegmans is that not only do they have affordable prices, but the store is massive and they have a huge variety of vegan options. So it's just my go-to. It's a 20-minute drive from where I live, but it is 110% worth it. So I am going with their brand of beef crumbles. It is called Don't Have a Cow Meatless Beef Style Crumbles. The reason why I'm going with theirs compared to like something like Impossible, which is actually my favorite, is because I'm looking for a crumble that's not too oily, not too fatty, and I noticed that the Impossible beef is pretty fatty. This one's a little bit more on the drier side, so it's just based on the dish that I'm making. I think what I'm going to do is cook up the snap peas and the beef crumble together, sort of like a stir fry, but not really because I'm not doing a stir fry. Then I'm going to cook the frozen udon noodles, and then the sauce that's going to tie everything together is a spicy peanut sauce. This recipe is on my blog now. It is my go-to peanut sauce for just about every single time I make a noodle dish. I love to do like a crispy tofu with a vegetable and then the noodles in the spicy peanut sauce. I use this same sauce as a dip for spring rolls, And it's just a fantastic recipe. It's so easy to do, and I love easy, so that is what we're going with. You're going to now see it on the screen how it turns out. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely delicious because, like I said, I make this spicy peanut sauce often and I love it so much. It's so foolproof. That is all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am so glad that you're sticking around, and like I said, welcome if you are new here. Definitely leave some comments below so that we can chat. I love having conversations with you. But yeah, I'll talk to you in next week's video.